Let's take a little look back on our history about our Constitution. The 1987 Philippine Constitution, or Saligang Batas in Tagalog, or known as the Freedom Constitution, was established on February 11, 1987, almost a year after the exile of former President Ferdinand E. Marcos Sr. This constitution came into full force and effect after former President Corazon C. Aquino issued the Proclamation No. 58 Series of 1987 and reforms the 1973 Philippine Constitution and revising it to 1987 Philippine Constitution and establishing the new democratic society. What is Article 14 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, by the way? This mandates the right of all Filipinos to have a good quality education and have access to all educational matters. Give priority to research and development, inventions, innovation and their utilization into science and technology, education, training, and services. So, the Article 14 of the Philippine Constitution supervises and mandates the fields of education, science, technology, culture, arts, and sports as it is titles the article. There are 5 constitutional privileges which is vested upon the people from our Constitution in the said article. Free public education, language of instruction, religious instruction, academic freedom, and highest budgetary allocations. The Article 14 mandates that all Filipinos have a free education and services in public schools, preschools, elementary, high school, or even pre- or post-secondary and tertiary education. The 1987 Philippine Constitution only makes basic education mandatory. Children as young as 5 are served by pre-primary education. A 6-year-old could start elementary school without it. According to the preceding section of the Article 14 of the Philippine Constitution, that a state shall establish educational foundation to promote, protect, and maintain the basic education of all Filipino people. As what we know that language is the first form of communication, then using the native dialect is the prior way to communicate in schools, communities, and other social institutions as what the Constitution states. According to the Department of Education, in order to provide a stable learning environment, the state will employ Filipino and English as an alternate and official language for communication in all social domains. But for me, in order to achieve a direct and simple way of understanding in a learning environment as what other countries did, I am concerned about why do we utilize English as the primary medium of communication in our educational aspects rather than using our mother tongue, original dialect, or the Tagalog itself. What I'm trying to say is that why do we approach education by using the universal language rather than our own language of communication? Additionally, I prefer that books must be published in regional dialect that is used depending on that specific area so that students will understand easily and improve learning outcome. An education in a school which places a strong emphasis on the beliefs associated with a particular religion. The teaching or instruction of a particular religion shall be allowed by a writ of apparent consent. According to the Section 3, Part 3 of the Article 14 of the Philippine Constitution states that the option expresses in writing by the parents or guardians, religion shall be allowed to be taught to their children or wards in public schools and approved by the religious authorities of the religion. Academic freedom can be difficult to be defined precisely. According to the internet, that academic freedom is generally recognized as the freedom of academics to teach and discuss, to carry out research and publish the results and make them known, and to precisely express opinions about the academic institution or systems. A budget allocation plan is a blueprint of how much you can expend on a program, event, person, or product within an organization. The government mandates to have a monthly cash allocations, subsidies, scholarship, and other cash community which is granted by our Constitution. Under this article, any government agencies will grant all eligible individuals a cash assistance to cover their educational expenditures.